So now my thread split into two, but we're just carrying on, even though I'm losing the thread. Like, now you've known me for a week, now you know that I'm losing the thread very often, but you're a very good listener. And like, how does it feel to listen to all kinds of people now on your travel and to learn their stories?
I really like it. I love that is the best part of my trips, to listen to people's stories. Listening and sharing stories is a passion I have, and that's why I think I travel, to listen to people's different stories, backgrounds, cultures, because it is like a very enriching experience. I can learn a lot.
Is there also like a point where you say, stop, I don't want to talk about this part of the story, or this is way too private, or this is crossing a line in my life?
It has not happened to me, for the time being at least, up to this point. I was able to talk about almost anything with people.
So you must be very well, like, in your own center, in balance with yourself. Is there anything you do in particular to get back into balance, or to maintain the balance? Like you said some very interesting things about mindfulness.
Yes, mindfulness is a technique that I usually use, just to focus on the present moment, to be in contact with my feelings, with what I want, with what I don't want to do, and also to enjoy to enjoy my trips, to enjoy what I am doing at this exact moment. And I also use it in order to be more relaxed and to just let things go and to flow with life in general. Try not to control so much the facts that are happening, the things that are happening, because sometimes you feel like controlling things around you and it's impossible. So I just accept the fact that I cannot control anything, or most of the things, and this helps me to enjoy life more.
And how did you get there? I mean, I take it you're a flight attendant, so you always have to show up in time for an airplane, and in airplanes one usually has to like keep passengers calm and entertained. I mean, passengers can also be very entertaining. I find it very entertaining to talk to people on flights.
Yeah, me too.
But like, don't you yourself sometimes also need mechanisms to keep people in order? Isn't there a great need of controlling in aviation?
Yeah, well, in my case, well, I try to enforce the regulations that we have, but I don't know. I just try to have fun and to enjoy the moment, and I think it shows, and that is what helps me and the rest of the people on the plane.
That's great. That's it's like, what is the moment in Iceland that you have enjoyed the most?
I think when we went to school together, to the school that you showed me around, I really enjoyed it because I was able to do something really different outside the touristic pre-established route, and it was really enriching. You know that usually travelers want to go to the most touristy spots and to maybe to take photos, to take a selfie, and this was really really cool because it was something different and really enriching.
Cool. So yeah, you say the predetermined touristy road. What would you tell a new tourist in Iceland? Like, what's your advice?
I would just suggest they keep in contact with their own feelings, with what they like, they may not like, and just to relax and to be taken wherever the wind takes them. Just maybe if they want just to have a coffee in a place and write down their experience, that would be fine. Anything they want to do would be fine. I don't think there is like a recipe. I don't want to give them like a recipe, so that they just feel free to enjoy the place, because there are many places and many places where they can enjoy themselves here. So there are many cultural activities. It's full of cultural activities, like writing workshops, places where people can get together to have a chat. So there are plenty of things. And if they want to do such a thing, they just have to maybe to get into the internet and look for these activities where they are, and just choose the ones that they like the most.
Yeah, now that you mentioned school, I remember we also had a lot of discussions about like the school systems in the different countries as far as we knew them. What role do you think school, any school in general, plays in the maintenance of our culture?
I think it is very important, first of all, because they can help people to socialize and to get in contact with other views, with other stories, and well, I think they are places where people have to feel at home and have to feel at ease, and where they can express themselves and learn how to do that in a safe environment. So that is, I think, the main role of schools in any country.
So how do you think we can create safer spaces, like in general, where people can express their opinions safely?
Well, mainly if the students are taken into account, if their views are taken into account, if they are allowed to do, for example, like in the school we went to, if they are allowed to draw when they want to, or maybe then later they just want to play with clay. I think that creates a safe environment for them, because they know that their likes and dislikes are taken into account.
I also mean that, like, in terms of adults, because the children are the adults of tomorrow. How can we create a safe space that children and adults can enjoy?
Well, with activities like writing workshops, trying to respect everyone's opinions, everyone's views, or maybe discussion workshops, places where they can express their views and they do not feel judged. That is to say that the rest have to listen to their views, being non-judgmental.
Have you